Okay everyone, welcome back to another video on Gran Turismo 7, and we're back with yet another track guide for the upcoming manufacturers race at High Speed Ring in Group 4. So this is a pretty simple layout, but there is surprising amounts of time to be gained by taking the correct line through the corners. So I'm going to try and help you out as much as I can. I'm not going to be the fastest driver here, but we're not far off. We're only a few tenths away, so reasonably good pace. So hopefully we can give you a few tips to help you out on this combination, especially when it comes to race pace, because there's one area where I don't risk it too much. As you see the car going through that particular area there, I believe the line I do is a little bit safer for the race conditions. So yeah, hopefully PD have fixed it. They've reset the leaderboard, so the leaderboard is now wiped and it's all fresh. I think you can still hit it a little bit, but if you hit it with any force on that wall, I believe you're going to get a penalty. But yeah, I'm sure they're going to be working on even more fixes before Saturday. So let's get this lap started. If it does help you out, if this guide improves your time, helps you out with this combination, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment section if it's managed to improve your time a little bit. And let me know after the manufacturer's day if it did help you get a better result. So starting your lap now, turn one, it's not really a corner. You're just going to hug the inside. Now watch Baptiste in front of me. He goes up on the curb. I tried to hug it a little bit longer, but realised I started to lose pace, so I dropped back off it. Now on this run, it lost me a bit of time. I was a little bit ahead on another run, so yeah, make sure you get off that curb a little bit earlier than what I did there. Now, first major braking zone, you're looking for the 50 board here in turn 2. You're going to brake just short of the 50 board. Now you're going to try and hold a really wide line around this green bit of Astro on the right hand side. You can see Baptiste there all the way on the right. I try and keep left hand tyre on the tarmac and almost use the white line as a middle reference so I don't get too close to the wall, and then get on the power as early as you can all the way through the exit into the next braking zone, which we're going to get again. Use the 50 board on the left hand side, braking just short of that 50 board, and again you're going to leave the left hand tyre on the green Astro and try and rotate this car in. Now what you want to do here is just trail brake into the corner and then let the car coast, leaving the car coasting here. And then when you start feeling that car rotating, you want to try and get your tyre to skim the apex there of the curb, because what that will do is when you get on the power, it helps rotate your car all the way to the right hand side of the track. Now you can see how Baptiste there, massive rotation there, and that's going to enable him then to rotate the car into this next left hand corner. And what you want to do is try and go as wide as possible into this corner. It's kind of hard to do, and it kind of goes against the logic of what you think. You want to take a tighter line and get on that power, but you're going to see I take a slightly tighter line than Baptiste. And then what I have to do is give it a little bit of a lift on the exit here. You see that little lift I have to do there? What Baptiste does is he doesn't have to do that, and he gets a little bit better exit speed all the way out the exit there because he takes a slightly wider line, enabling him to carry more speed all the way into his final corner. Now through here, you're not going to lift. You're going to stay as far right as possible and try not to get too close to the white line on the outside, because if you do, you're going to just get stuck on the barrier. Now, one thing I will say is make sure you use this little bit of green Astro on the right-hand side to extend out wide and then carry your acceleration on in a straight line, because it gains you a little bit of speed. I spotted Baptiste doing it, and it gains you half a tenth. It's really important to do that. So yeah, hopefully this very brief guide will help you out on this combination. Let's take a watch from this view from behind the car and just try and go through it again, just to try and point out some stuff to you. So again, turn one, use the curb on the first part, but make sure you get off that curb a bit earlier than what I did. So again, you're going to see it here. I'm up on that curb, but I should have got off about there, but I stayed up a little bit too high and lost. It was only a fraction of a amount of time, but every little matters. Every little tiny bit of time is going to really matter on this combination. Then braking just short of that 50 board, you see I stay that left hand tyre on the tarmac, and just the right hand tyre is just staying on the green bit a little bit there through the apex. But yeah, it's a very unusual line, but it's the fastest way to do that corner. Now for that 50, again using a 50 board to brake, wide entry, let the car coast. Watch as we skim that apex and get on that power, it rotates the car massively. Now I turned in a little bit too early there, and again you're going to see how I have to give that little lift, and it loses me a slight bit of momentum. It's not a massive amount, but it could be the difference between half a tenth to a tenth by the time we get out the exit of this really long left-hand corner. Making sure you stay to the right-hand side here, use that little bit of curb, use that green Astro there to rotate the car in at the end, and just be careful you don't get up onto that other shade of grey, because if you do, you're going to get a massive penalty, and it's impossible to get off that barrier. And again, make sure you use that green Astro on the right-hand side to exit the corner. You will gain a slight bit of time. And some extra tips for the actual race with this combination is try and stay in slipstream. Slipstream is going to be so overpowered. If you can work with a group, this is like an oval race. if you start battling and you start fighting each other, you're going to lose so much time to a group if they're working together, because it's about 6 to 7 tenths quicker a lap with slipstream and bump drafting, maybe even up to a second, probably actually a second quicker a lap. So if you're fighting and losing a second and a group are working together and bump drafting and helping each other with slipstream and they're gaining a second, that's 2 seconds difference. Make sure you also pit. If you've got a group of cars in front of you and they pit, make sure you pit also. Do not stay out, because the high chance is when they get the slipstream back out on the outlap, they're going to pull away and you're going to lose that slipstream. So hopefully these tips will help you out. Let me know in the comment section how you got on after the race, and I'll see you all for more videos and streams soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone.